Welcome back. Police are encouraging the public to understand the laws surrounding electric scooters before buying them this Christmas.
Comes after forces across England seized and destroyed hundreds of e-scooters, all part of a crackdown on antisocial and dangerous behaviour. And Katie's here to explain a little more for us now.
That's right, because e-scooters and e-bikes have become a really familiar sight now, haven't they? You've probably seen them. But worries persist about them often being used illegally or antisocially. And police are issuing warnings to think twice before giving them as gifts. So, what are the rules? Well, you can only ride a privately owned e-scooter on private land. It's against the law to ride them on public roads, pavements, or even in parks. If you have a full or provisional driving licence, you can rent an e-scooter, but only as part of one of the official schemes run by some councils. Now, those scooters can be used on public roads in some places, but they're still illegal to ride on a pavement or a motorway. The rules are different when it comes to e-bikes, also growing in popularity, with more than 146,000 sold in the UK last year. If you're over 14, you can use one without a licence or insurance, but they can't be ridden on pavements, and when you're using just the motor and not the pedals, they should be limited to 15.5 miles per hour. Now, some e-bikes are actually being illegally modified to reach much greater speeds than that. And with Christmas coming up, there have been fresh warnings from those, including Cambridgeshire Police, which revealed this week they'd taken 330 e-scooters alone off the streets this year. On patrol in Cambridge, keeping an eye out for e-scooters and e-bikes that shouldn't be there. This was confiscated just last week.
My experience when I've stopped people during these days of action is that they know exactly why they've been stopped. And it's kind of like the game's up, yeah, I know, I've got away with it for this long. For that person, it's an effective mode of transport. They just, don't look at the legality of it and just use it.
And it's not only adults they see using them.
These are ridden by often quite young people, children. We see them all the time. We see children riding to school on them.
Carly has her own reason for calling on people not to buy e-scooters as Christmas presents. In March this year, her 14-year-old son Jacob was travelling on one with his friend when it crashed into a car. Jacob later died.
I don't want anyone else to have to sit with an empty chair at Christmas. Like, my 14-year-old boy isn't going to be with me this Christmas.
Carly wants e-scooters to be regulated so they could be used legally and safely.
We just want them to make them safer for people, so we want the government to listen and put mandatory helmets in place, stop passengers being carried, stop them to being sold under the age of 18, and to be used in the correct way.
Many police forces are now launching festive campaigns, warning against spending money on e-scooters that could just end up being seized. And also against e-bikes, where they're being used in an illegal or antisocial way. Some have been modified to go faster than they're allowed, like these delivery bikes caught by police in Birmingham during a crackdown this summer. Lancashire Police say they've now seized 1,000 e-scooters and e-bikes so far this year, and forces around the country say it continues to be an issue, so the message clearly hasn't got through to everyone. Government has previously said it's taking action against mis-selling and illegal use. It's thought more than 1 million e-scooters are being illegally used in this country at the moment, so a lot of people are still finding them a nuisance, to say the least.
Absolutely, Katie, thank you.